everybody.
On ACC Live, it's day 2 of Dunkuary. We showcase the best ever from Clemson. Which Tiger dunk will you elect to move on to the next round? Also, we are days away from Michael Jordan's 50th birthday. We look at the relationship he had, no, not with Dean Smith, but with Coach K. And
Rivers on his own. Yes, at the buzzer. The Blue Devils win.
a year ago, Austin Rivers gave us a great Blue Devils Tar Heels finish. With the big game tomorrow night, we dig up the Duke Carolina moments you remember best. ACC Live Trending is now. And welcome to ACC Live. It's not just Tuesday for our trending show, it's Fat Tuesday. It's always a good excuse to have gumbo, in my opinion. Tuesday is our trending show. On Trending, we look at the stories that ACC fans are really talking about. And since this is all about the conversation ACC fans are having online, it'd be weird if I couldn't have a conversation myself. So here with me, just like every Tuesday, it's K Nash Sports, Kelly Nash.
Hey guys.
Kelly, this is your first show with me since the start of Dunkuary.
That's right. Who doesn't love dunks? Bring them on.
Bring them on. Yesterday, we started the month of Dunkuary with Boston College. We're going in alphabetical order. In the end, you will decide the best dunk in ACC history. Here's the 411. It's everything you need to know. For the next couple of weeks, 2 great dunks from every ACC school. Go head-to-head. Whichever one gets the most votes from you moves on to the next round. Then on February 27th, we release our 16 dunk bracket. 12 dunks, 1 from every school, plus 4 at-large bids. You have to keep following Dunkuary to find out how those are chosen. It wouldn't hurt, though, if you tweeted me. Just like the big dance, we go round by round. And on March 11th, on the week of the men's ACC tournament, we announce the winner. You have no right to complain about who wins if you do not vote. You can vote on Twitter, Facebook, or on YouTube. Give the thumbs up to the dunk you like. We're going in alphabetical order, like I said. Yesterday, BC, it was Corey Raji versus Reggie Jackson. Today, it's Clemson. We show you 2 Clemson dunks. You decide which one is the best. We start with Sam Perry. In 2006, he did this against Duke. It's pretty filthy. Watch.
Good gracious alive! The greatest players who ever played in the ACC as far as scorers. Hammond's another floater. This one doesn't go, and that's Perry. Are you kidding? This may be contagious. I mean, he went up way over everybody. His first bucket, what a way to get it.
So, Kelly, do we end the Clemson competition now, or do you want to see dunk number 2?
Oh, there's more. And
So
you know,
you're not sold on Sam Perry just yet?
absolutely not.
All right.
Check out this KJ McDaniels follow slam. Guess what, guys? This would make babies cry.
Baby, why?
But the confidence and body language of Wake Forest really is just a struggle. Oh, my goodness. I'm not sure there's a way to even describe this. He comes from nowhere, elevates, sits there for a second before he throws it down, and can't come down until the traffic clears underneath it.
So that's our first dunk from this season.
Hangs above the rim. All
And
the time. This isn't even new for him.
So we're asking which one is better, Sam Perry or KJ McDaniels? You can vote right now. Tweet us or give the thumbs up to the one you like on YouTube, or we have the link to Dunkuary on the ACC's Facebook page. So now you can vote on the best Boston College dunk, the best Clemson dunk. You cannot complain about the winner if you don't vote. And based on alphabetical order, tomorrow, I know, means it's Duke. Now it's time for the buzz. I cannot believe it. Another sign I'm getting old. Michael Jordan is turning 50 this Sunday. Yes, 50. Anton Jameson said he thinks Jordan, Kelly, what do you think? He thinks Jordan could still actually play as a role player in the NBA.
Yeah, I bet he could still ball harder than half the league today.
It's a big claim. I do know when he was 40, he could still ball with the
Okay.
Washington Wizards, right? But 50, that's asking a lot. Now, Coach K even has a link to Michael Jordan.
That's right. We have to check out this letter. So Coach K wrote Michael Jordan back in 1980 when he realized that he wasn't going to catch him at Duke. He was going to Carolina. Look how classy that is. K wishes Jordan best of luck in his college career, adds you are a fine young man, and you should make an immediate impact on wherever you choose.
He chose basketball, he chose North Carolina, and I think he chose wisely.
You can't choose against Dean Smith. I mean,
No.
not that year. That was K's first year.
And of course, Jordan led the Tar Heels, or was the clutch player, hitting the winning basket for Dean Smith's first national title.
That's
now, as for
right.
Coach K, his team is climbing again in the polls. Duke is number 2 in the latest AP poll. Miami right behind it, number 3. All right, Kelly, do they have it right? Do the pollsters have it right? Duke 2, Miami 3.
They do. Indiana's playing the best basketball right now, and I think they got this right.
Okay, despite the loss last week, you still like Indiana won.
I absolutely do. It was close.
I go the other way. I say, you know what? I only look at like the last 6-8 weeks really, unless there's something really glaring on the resume, and I think Miami's the best team in the country right now, or at least has been showing it over the past few weeks. I know everyone says Florida Gulf Coast. You bring it up.
That's right. That was a tough loss. Back in November, though, so very understandable.
I admit it, not a good loss, but I've said it many times. This team has not lost when they've been at full strength. They were without Durant Scott earlier, without Reggie Johnson in the middle of the season. They're now full strength, and they're not losing. Now, big reason they're not losing is because of Shane Larkin, right? I mean, he has been the glue for this team.
That's right, and I think how this Miami Hurricanes team is handling success, Jeff, is so impressive, and it goes to Shane Larkin right here with this tweet right after Miami made it into the top 3 in the polls. Number 3 feels good, but we are still hungry, not finished yet.
No, that's right. I mean, they've got a lot to go, but they keep picking up people on the bandwagon, including LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. Did you see this? It's the must-see moment of the year so far in the ACC. Watch Larkin and Kenny Kaji on the alley-oop.
Up ahead, it's Larkin. Larkin off the window, and Kaji slams it. Well, he gave up another basket, and Dad loves it, so a teammate could score. As Miami is up to 70, this Hurricane team has some flair, too.
There's LeBron and D-Wade. We're closing in on 500,000 views on YouTube. And it was like the video that got more clicks than anything else the other day on
Very
YouTube.
exciting.
The big question is, when do we get to 1 million?
Today, log on, guys. Check it out.
Why not? Also buzzing today, a sport that's not getting enough attention for Olympic organizers, wrestling. They've decided to drop wrestling as an Olympic sport after the 2016 Games. This is one of the original events, and I don't just mean 1896. No, I mean like ancient Greece. The original Olympics had wrestling. Of course, the ancient Olympics also had a festival where 100 oxen were sacrificed in honor of a god. So I guess change can be good, but in this case, it's not. 6 ACC schools have wrestling teams, so this is a big blow for athletes at half of the schools in the conference.
Bowling, wrestling, I don't understand it. A lot of outcry about this.
Yeah, there certainly is. You see on Twitter, it's been trending this morning. People not happy about that.
Not happy, but they are happy about
yes.
a repeat of Kate Upton on the Sports Illustrated cover, 2nd year in a row in Antarctica. Check this out. Are we going to see the video? Oh, there's a graphic. Wow.
It's a clever play on words, I'd say. Polar bear.
You know,
I finally noticed the play on words after
Yeah.
I stared at the cover for a while.
A lot of women see this and they think, okay, where's the sports connection? But you can see she has talents.
Sports fans are looking at that
They are.
over and over again.
I
I
need
found
to
this
step up
fact
my
somewhere.
game.
I don't know which source. I'm sorry, I can't back it up. But she is one of the few supermodels now to be on back-to-back covers. You had Tyra Banks, Elle McPherson, Paulina Poroskova, and my personal favorite as a young child, Christy Brinkley. Yeah, again, who could blame Chevy Chase for diving into the pool in vacation?
Not many.
Which one? Who should I have my biggest crush on of those? Do you think?
Kate. You can't go wrong with Kate Upton.
All
She's
right.
She's 20 years old. That's unbelievable.
All right, now I'm feeling
Puts it in
old.
perspective.
Remember, it's day 2 of Dunkuary, or as I like to say, it's Dunkuary 2nd. You can now vote on the best dunk ever from 2 schools, Boston College and Clemson. Each day a new school. Tomorrow, Duke. Tweet us at your vote, Sam Perry or KJ McDaniels, or you can give the thumbs up to the one you like better when you watch the videos on YouTube. There's also a link to Dunkuary on the ACC's Facebook page. It's Dunkuary. Keep voting. We'll eventually narrow it down to the best dunk in ACC history. Next, the best rivalry in college basketball, Duke and Carolina. They've had some great finishes. We have the ones you wanted to see next on ACC Live.
Out with the old and in with the delicious. Commit to bold taste with the new Flavor Resolutions menu at Ruby Tuesday. 10 entrees starting at $9.99. Try our savory barbecue brushed ribs and bacon wrapped shrimp. Or take it up a notch by adding coconut crusted shrimp to our mango salsa topped Caribbean chicken. Plus, enjoy our endless garden bar, free with any chef inspired entree. Ruby Tuesday. It's all good here. Start the new year with savings. Visit rubytuesday.com today for a $5 coupon.
What's better, bigger or smaller?
Bigger!
So which would you rather have, a big treehouse or a small treehouse?
If it's big enough, you can have a disco. Oh, yeah.
Why do you not want a smaller treehouse?
Because it wouldn't be able to fit a flat screen TV, and then the TV would be about this big, and you would have to hold the wire. In the position you would hold the wire, you wouldn't be able to see the TV.
That's a pain in the buns.
Yep. Yeah.
It's not complicated. Bigger is better, and AT&T has the nation's largest 4G network.
The ACC Digital Network, the ultimate video destination for ACC fans. Exclusive highlights, live streaming games, and original live programming, unique access to the student athletes of our time and the legendary voices of all time. Defining moments, personal stories, incredible analysis from authentic ACC sources, cutting-edge content from the leaders in the digital space. The ACC Digital Network, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday.
Good afternoon, Chase Sapphire. This is Daisy from Springfield.
Oh,
Hello?
yes, I didn't realize you'd be talking to an actual person.
You don't need to press 0. I'm here.
Reach a person, not a prompt, whenever you call Chase Sapphire.
This Dunk of the Day brought to you by Ruby Tuesday.
Miami's number 8 right now. That's the highest ranking. Ooh! How about that? Mr. Odio! The Eagles are loving it.
Ooh, bit of beer face on that one, Carter. Ho, ho, ho. This is a similar play to what Oklahoma runs. And Odio goes up, puts him on a poster.
Share the love this Valentine's with a free dessert when you make reservations on rubytuesday.com.
Eddie Odio, welcome back to ACC Live Trending. Kelly, I know you like that one from Sunday night.
I do. And what a name. He backs it up with that rim-rattling jam.
He's had a couple of must-see moments already so far this season for BC. We gave that some last-second consideration to be the best BC dunk of all time. Did not make it, but we're pretty confident that you'll agree. It's either Corey Raji or Reggie Jackson. It's our month of dunk. It's Dunkuary. Today we also revealed the 2 Clemson dunks, each day a new school. Your votes determine the best dunk in ACC history. Vote right now. Boston College, Clemson so far, each day a different school on Twitter and YouTube. It's time now for news across the conference. This is the ACC Now. Former Virginia Tech star Michael Vick is sticking with the Eagles. He restructured his contract and agreed to a 1-year deal with Philadelphia and new head coach Chip Kelly. Vick could be the perfect quarterback for Kelly's offense, but he really struggled last season. A battle of top 10 women's teams. Number 5 Duke beat 7th-ranked Maryland 71-56. Duke's Chelsea Gray 28 points, Trisha Liston 17. The Blue Devils are now 22-1, 12-0 in the ACC. For the Duke men's team, Mason Plumlee has been named the Oscar Robertson National Player of the Week. He's also the Conference Player of the Week in 2 Blue Devils wins. Last week, he averaged 24.5 points, 9.5 boards, 2 blocks. The Women's ACC Player of the Week is Miami's Morgan Stroman. She had 24 points and 16 rebounds in a win over Clemson. And that is the ACC Now. Here's the men's hoop schedule for the week coming up. 3 great rivalry games starting tonight. Virginia Tech and Virginia. Oh yeah, at 7 o'clock on ESPNU. Tomorrow, not only Duke and Carolina, but also Miami going against Florida State. Also, Wake visits Boston College, and Thursday, it's Clemson traveling to Georgia Tech. And that's the weekday menu for ACC men's basketball. We're asking you on Twitter. Tell us the best Duke North Carolina moments. And Kelly, fans are tweeting us in, giving us some great memories.
They are. A lot of love for Austin Rivers. I know some Dukies miss this guy. Dylan sent out this tweet for sure. Austin Rivers game winner, and everyone jumping on top of him.
Hey, it was just last year.
A great moment.
How could you forget? At the buzzer.
At the buzzer. You know, everyone complained, oh, Rivers is a ball hog, but guess what? He lived up to that moment.
Rivers was fantastic. And again, final seconds, which Duke player did you want the ball in it? You know, you wanted him to be control
in
the
rock. Freshman's hands. Never played like a freshman all season long.
Daniel Sykes wrote us in a few. He gave us some great ideas. Rivers over Zeller. Yep. Duhan coast to coast is classic. The defensive stop in Cameron. Battier block out of nowhere. Let's look at Duhan coast to coast because this was huge. 2004 overtime. 13.5 seconds left. We're tied. Duhan goes the length of the floor. The reverse lay-in to give Duke the 2-point lead. 83-81. North Carolina did get a last-second crack at it, but couldn't hit. And Dukies win that one over North Carolina. Now Longhorn Rusty 81. Another one. Eric Montross versus Christian Laettner. Now this, there will be blood. 1992.
And broken bones, for that matter. That was insane.
This was one of the most physical games we've seen in the history of this rivalry. Montross was big despite all the blood. Laettner had a chance to be a hero in the final seconds. Missed one in the lane. Number 1 Duke went down to Carolina. That was a great game. I also want to mention Walter Davis. If no one's seen the 1974 game, it's a classic. And this was before the 3-point shot. So Walter Davis was huge, hitting one at the buzzer, helping North Carolina come back. By the way, talking about Christian Laettner, Tomorrow on the show on ACC Live, he joins us to talk about the Duke-Carolina rivalry. So we'll talk about that. We'll also look back on his days on the Dream Team, and we can remember back when he was a teammate of Michael Jordan's.
Absolutely. I'd like to learn what he experienced with those days.
That's right. He was the only college player on that team, and I'm certain he did some growing.
He grew up fast.
Some maturing. Yeah, so that's tomorrow on ACC Live. And remember, it's Dunkuary. We release 2 dunks every day from the top schools. Eventually, we get to the #1 dunk in ACC history. Right now, you can vote on Clemson and Boston College, the best dunk ever from those 2 schools. We will get through it, and eventually a bracket, 16 best dunks in ACC history. If you have any nominations or any questions or opinions, tweet us at the ACCDN. I'm at Jeff Fischel. She is at KNash Sports. Thank you for watching ACC Live, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday. Remember, Virginia Tech tonight. It's a great one.